Why do we have E sharp, weird notes sometimes, C flat, F double sharp? Why do these notes exist in the first place? E sharp is F. Why would a composer write E sharp and not just put F? Okay, so I'm going to break this down, at least the basics of it, the most simple part of this, okay? Why do those bloody notes exist, like C flat, which is really a B, and why ever use a C flat, okay? So let's start this discussion, okay? In a normal major scale or minor scale, we got to review that just briefly. The major scale, we have 7 notes, and we have every note is present in the scale, right? C, D, E, F, D, E, F, G, A, B, back to C. So each letter name is present in the scale. If we're in minor, well, now with the natural minor, let's say the minor relative of C major, A minor, we have the same thing, the same key signature. 7 notes, all of the letter names. This applies for every single scale. Only the key signature changes. So, in the minor scale, as you probably already know, we sharpen the 7th note so it becomes a leading tone. Half a tone lower than the original note, the tonic, the first note degree. In the melodic minor, slightly different. Yeah, we sharpen the 6th and 7th note degrees, both of them, to get rid of that gap. And we sharpen them on the way up, and they're natural on the way down. Now, whenever you write this scale, of course you write A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, and then add your accidental G sharp. The G has to be sharp, okay? Now, let's go right into one of these examples, okay? Why do we have F double sharp, okay? I think that is the one we're gonna answer in this video, all right? Why have an F double sharp instead of a G? Okay, this comes from the G sharp minor scale, which is relative of B major. We already have 5 notes that are already sharp. Fa, do, sol, ré, la. Fa, do, sol, ré, la. I learned that in French, in English. F, C, G, D, A. Those notes are sharp, right? F, C, D, G, A. Now, in G sharp minor, let's take the natural minor. We didn't change any notes. We're just playing the B major scale, starting on G sharp, finishing on G sharp. Same key signature. We have every note, very important. G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. G sharp, we're at the end. And then we go back. Okay, now, if we want to add our leading tone, what we do is we raise the 7th note with an accidental by half a tone. Maybe you're starting to already understand exactly now why we have F double sharp, okay? G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F double sharp, because it was already sharp, we had to make it up more, and then G sharp, and back down. Now, what would happen if we didn't put that F double sharp? If we just put G, we would have these notes in our scale. G sharp, B sharp, A sharp. G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, G, and G sharp. No F. F would not exist in this key if we didn't use the F double sharp in this case. It's double sharp because it's the leading tone. We were raising it an extra half tone. That is the point. So that is why we have these strange notes. That's part of the equation, but I think that's enough for this video. That should give you a little new insight into some music theory and why some of those notes exist, okay? I think we'll come back to this subject a little bit with more videos and talk a bit more about the chords when we have an augmented chord, why we use that, you know. For example, you know, if we had a B major chord, we'd have B, D sharp, and F sharp, right? Now, how about a B augmented chord? The augmented chord, the augmented note wants to raise and resolve to another chord. So now we should have the same notes, the same letter names in the augmented chord. B, D sharp, F double sharp. Our F was sharp. So in order to augment it, we have to keep the same letter name. As a pianist, it's a lot easier to recognize those chords when they're written properly than if someone writes B, D sharp, G. That's a little confusing. It kind of looks like G minor or something, or G sharp minor. It's very confusing. With F double sharp, it's very clear the function of those notes in the context that they're written. F double sharp is going to go up. Usually the sharp notes, if you haven't noticed that, the notes that are sharp, they go up. If you follow where they're going in the melodic line, they resolve on higher notes and the flat notes go down most of the time.